Actually, baby, do you still have your old character sheet?
Like the level 6 one, or what are you talking about?
No, the one from the first campaign, like when we played the other version of D&D.
Probably.
Because I don't think I've got yours anymore. Or if I did, I put it somewhere.
I don't know what we need it for.
I think,
You
yeah.
guys.
The zombies are coming.
Oh wait, maybe I've got this. Oh.
Yeah, let me go look at my file. I'm not sure. Okay.
If not, I can let you look at this one so we know what he's talking about. Everywhere.
Look at that.
The zombies
Yeah,
are coming.
yeah, I've got mine. We just can't find hers. Yep, that's it.
Oh,
He's
not
gonna
even there.
bring it up for some reason.
It looked like a sheep.
Yeah, she found it.
I haven't set up other stuff.
It looked like.
Hey, D.
Mm-hmm.
Does
It looked like a
Shay,
sheep.
Shay's
That's
asking
a
if it looks like that.
3.5.
Looks
I
like
think
it.
ours are slightly different design, but it's the same thing.
Hang on, I've covered up all my fucking computer controls.
Or like this one.
Hang on.
Yeah, that's the one we got.
Beacons is written on him.
This is what it looks like.
Like these guys.
Like those guys. What's up, everybody? It's the Zombie, and it's all of us here for D&D on Sunday. Hope you guys have had a good 2 weeks since we've been off. As always, let's go through our updates real quick. All streams for 2024 are Extra Life streams, so you can donate. Click the link that pops up in chat. You can be awesome like Hemi or Shebe.
Hello, Panda.
Hello, Panda. Welcome in. And we give Pandas a shout out, please. Thank you. All right. So stream updates. After the shitty week of last week, we should be getting back to normal streams this week. I was going to stream on Friday, but then the world collapsed. So my Xbox worked, but like OBS was like, "Fuck you, I hate you." So, yay. As any updates on your streams?
Not yet.
Not yet. Hey, I'm going to keep asking, that way you can pimp out your channel too.
I appreciate it.
Are coming.
We're dragging our feet. It's been a fun month already. So.
Oh, I understand. Like I said, I wasn't doing great during the week, and then Friday I was like, all right, I'm going to stream. I'm all excited. Went in. Xbox worked even though everybody else was like, oh my God, Microsoft's down. Loaded up OBS. OBS is like, fuck you, I don't want to work today. So I spent 2 hours doing that. Refixing OBS on the other computer, and then finally I was just like, you know what, I'm done. I left the house. I had to get out and go for a walk. I was like, I gotta get away from this before I break shit.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to start out today's stream a little different. As I've told my players, they are all leveling up. They're all going to go up to 2 levels. So I believe you are all level 6, so you will be going to level 8. Okay, we will be going over everything that you guys will level up, but the main thing I want you guys to start thinking about before we get to it is every one of you at level 8 gets what's called an attribute increase. So that means you can put either 2 points into one of your main attributes, or you can put 1 point into 2 attributes. Or there's the third option. You can take a perk. Now, perks are a permanent ability. The one I always like to use for an example is called Alert. Alert allows you to have advantage on initiative rolls. So when I tell you to roll for initiative, you automatically get an advantage on it, and it helps you out. The reason I say start thinking about that now is because if you're going to move a skill or an attribute point up to an even number. So, like, let's say you're at 17 right now, you're going to bump up to 18. That's going to change your modifier. If you do that on Constitution, when we go to roll HP, it's going to make the HP difference. So, we kind of need to think about that while we're going. All right. So while you think about that, we'll start leveling up everybody. I'm going to start with, I'm just going to do this alphabetically according to the player's manual so I don't have to bounce all over. So that means Cleric is up first.
Cleric
Ooh.
first. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna do really simple levels. We're gonna stick with cleric for both of them.
Okay.
So at 7th level, I get my first 4th level cleric spell,
Yep.
which I'm pretty excited about. And then for 8, I get destroy undead up to critical rating 1.
Yep.
I get divine strike as part of my
Your
divine
domain feature.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I get another 4th level spell, which I'm very
Yes.
excited about.
And your proficiency bonus stays at 3.
Yep. And then for my, I'm gonna do ability score increase.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my dex up to 14, so I get a +2 bonus there now.
All right.
And I'm gonna put my wisdom to 18, so it'll
Okay.
go
So
to
your
+4.
constitution will not change.
Correct.
All right. So go ahead. Your hit dice is a D8. So go ahead and roll a D8 twice.
Come on, guys. I need all the HP I can get. You motherfuckers.
I'll let you reroll. If you get a 1, I will let you reroll it one
I
time.
didn't. I rolled 2 2s.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so
God.
what is your constitution modifier?
+2.
All right, so you got 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4. Add 8 to your max HP.
Okay.
Proficiency bonus goes on, guess.
Points.
I'll let you know if your proficiency goes up because a lot of them don't. So, like I said, I'm going to go through each, but all right. So,
8 plus 55 is 60.
with your destroy undead being CR1, what that means for people who don't know is when you cast destroy undead, if the creature fails its check and it is considered a critical rating 1 or lower, it instantly dies.
Yeah.
So that means if you go up against a CR3, it does not destroy it. It would turn it if it fails, meaning it runs away. As where I believe a skeleton is a CR1, might be a CR half. But if you were to cast it on a skeleton, it fails its roll, it just boom, it's gone. So that does help out clerics becoming. This is when clerics do start becoming a little more powerful with that spell.
The zombies
And
are coming.
I can't remember. Can you just? Is that a one you can cast with your domain?
No, it's like twice daily. It's a special.
Okay, because I think there's one of the domains that does allow that to basically be like almost like a cantrip where you can cast it over and over again. I'll have to look into that one.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
because
it's channel divinity is part of the thing. Oh no,
okay,
channel divinity turn undead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. And then I was hoping DM would take a little grace upon me and let me snag a shield before I hop in that portal, maybe.
we'll get on that. We'll get on that in a
Okay,
second.
right on. All right.
Okay, so that basically levels you up.
That's
The
not too
next
hard.
one is our druid. Yeah, it's not too hard if we kind of know what we're doing. All right, druid, you stay with your +3 proficiency bonus.
Okay.
You will have a wild shape improvement as of level 8, and you get your ability score improvement as of level 8.
What was the second part?
Wild shape improvement,
Yeah.
and then your ability score goes up.
I'm gonna go up on my wisdom.
Up on your wisdom 2 points?
Points.
Okay. All right, so that won't affect your constitution. So go ahead and roll 2d8s and tell me your constitution modifier.
So 2 4s. Um, +2.
So 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. Yours went up 12 points. So add 12 to your max HP. Oh, and remember, where it says your hit dice down there is where it's like 5. Well, it should currently say 6d8 for you. Change that to 8 because that first number is representative of your level. And those hit dice, like I said,
Alright.
are used during short breaks when they haven't had a chance to heal. You can use those, but there's a whole complicated system of how you get them back. We went over it. I'm not going to do it again. Okay, so you get a wild shape improvement. You now know you have 3 cantrips, 4 level 1 spells,
What was the cantrip?
3, 4 level 1s, 3 level 2s, 3 level 3s, and 2 level 4s.
That's me.
Yep.
All the others.
Yeah, the rest of them pretty much stayed the same, but you do get level 4 spells. All right.
Which get
Other
level
than
4.
that,
One more, guys.
you do not have any other changes going on. You can look at your wild shape improvement
I'm
to.
gonna say, what is the wild shape?
Okay,
So
wild.
currently, no flying.
At 8th level, you can max CR 1, no limitations at all.
I can still do it 2 times.
Yeah, it's the same amount. It just changes. You now basically you can do flying. Like the example given is you can now do a giant eagle.
And my druid have to make
Oh, you can
how
fly
many
now.
hours?
She can fly now.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Too bad we're going into an enclosed tomb, but yeah, that's fine.
Well, you got to remember, you first have to
Really
find
like
this
doing
tomb.
Oh, I was imagining we were just
And also,
zoning
I
right
need
in.
to actually do my wild
I could
shape.
zone you right in, but I have something else in mind before you get there.
Oh, he wants to torture us first. Got it.
That's
Oh,
smart.
Oh, spell attack bonus. What is that? Is that my level?
I don't have to go through the book.
Druid level?
Which attack bonus?
Your spell attack.
It's based off. Well, mine's based off my wisdom, so.
Is it based off wisdom? Okay.
Well, that's his. Let me make sure that.
Well, my spell casting ability is wisdom.
It'll say in spellcasting ability, spell save DC is 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom
Yeah.
modifier, and the spell
Um,
attack is proficiency plus wisdom.
yeah. For you, it's wisdom.
So that did go up. Yeah.
All right, and that brings us to our monk. All right, so you are now for your martial arts. You roll a 1d6.
I was gonna test out my little rolly dice camera. There's 1d6.
Yes, for your martial arts.
3.
Oh no, you don't roll one right now. That I'm
Oh.
saying it went up from a 1d4 to a 1d6.
Oh, sweet.
Well, actually, you've been a 1d6 for a while.
Yeah,
So,
it feels
you
That's
now
the
have
martial arts.
8 key points.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Your unarmed movement stays the same at 15 feet.
Mm.
All right, so you are going to get invasion as an ability or as a feature.
Invasion. Okay.
You're going to get stillness of the mind. And you get an ability score improvement.
Okay.
So what evasion does is when you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw and only half if you fail. So if I make you do a dex saving throw and you succeed it, you don't take any damage. But if you fail, you would only take half the damage given.
Oh,
And then stillness of the mind. You can use your action to end one effect on yourself that is causing you to be charmed or frightened.
ooh.
So basically, you can cure charm or frighten effects. 1 action required.
That's awesome. Okay.
And then you get ability score improvement also. So again, let me know which ones you're gonna. Like I said, you can either do one of them go up by 2 points, excuse me, or 2 of them go up by 1 point. Or you could look at a perk if you wanted a perk.
I don't think he asked. What did we
Mm.
talk? My memory is that
So I was thinking, since
I
you
know
like
I wanted to do
to,
Dex. But
right, so you do combat and you like to operate your sling, getting your dexterity to 20 would be pretty magical. So I was
Yes.
thinking you do both points in dexterity.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
your
I was.
stats are already way too high anyway, so why not just max them out?
Well, that's a tank is pretty much a monk here, or is a monk is pretty much a tank.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
All right, so then you are going to also roll 2d8s.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll
Oh, wait, that's a that's a 6, not an 8.
It's the kind of diamond looking one.
Yeah. All right, so I got a 3
them. Okay, 3,
and a 2.
3, and a 2. All right, so what is your Constitution modifier?
My Constitution modifier is well, so my Constitution is 16, but it's got a +3 on it.
Okay, so the +3 is the modifier. So you rolled a 3 plus 3, that's 6. A 2 plus 3 is 5, so your HP is going to go up 11 points.
Ooh, okay.
So your max HP is now plus 11.
Yay.
And then your hit dice should say 8d8.
8D.
All right, so that's basically it for leveling up, you guys. Level 8 transition is pretty simple. But I want to throw a monkey wrench into the situation.
Yay, wrenches!
And it's actually because of you, Ass.
Oh, what the
I've been thinking about how to do this for a while. So back in 3.5, you had these things called skill.
Mhm.
Okay? And since Az has been working into potion making, okay? Which I believe, and I'll have to double check for sure, but I think that was under either crafting or knowledge, which it has a bonus that you take with it and stuff. What I am thinking is that over this coming week, all of you guys can look at the 3.5 sheets that you have at the skills, with the exception of Az, because you already got potion making going for you. But we can look to see which skill that falls under. And then we are going to write on our sheets that you have that skill. We'll just write it somewhere on the sheet, and we'll put out the equation that they have here. That is, your ability modifier. And everyone is going to start out at rank 1. So now, from now on, when you guys level up, the rank will go up by 1 if you guys have been using it, like how Az has used potion. So he would actually, I'm going to say you're going to start out rank 2 for your potion making. So it'll be 2 plus whatever ability. So let's just say it's intelligence. And that way, when you guys roll for these, hey, I want to make potions in my downtime, we actually have a formula for why or how you're going to do that. Instead of just going to go, okay, roll a 20, let's see how it does. No, we'll have an actual structure to it.
Nice.
So there's a way you guys can also expand your character, make them a little more personalized. Like how, again, I'm using Az as an example because he already kind of started this, and I really like it. And it is a feature that it pisses me off they got rid of. In 3.5, you could have a monk who was like, able to do so many things that they had picked these skills for and set up. You could spec your guy to be different than the other monk in your party. So I really think that you guys will benefit from that. And I think it might expand upon the game a little bit. So
I fully envision Dee making her monk into like a beekeeping apiary. Like she'll just have what do you call it, like a hive on her back that's just buzzing at all times.
Well,
She's got a little keg of meat underneath it or something.
And see, and there is the handle animal was a skill that is based off your charisma. So you could, yeah, if you wanted to spec yourself without, this is a way of doing it without like multi-classing in a way, because that would be almost a druid function. But now you could do it as a monk who can handle animals, but you're not going to be as good as the druid who can handle animals. So
Right.
I think it's going to add some interesting aspects as we move on. Because yeah, this is the third and final chapter of this campaign. I don't know how long it's going to take you guys to get through this part, but once you do, your characters will move on to a new campaign. New exciting adventures will await, which means I get to play with you guys some more. All right. Well, does anyone have any questions about their level up or anything before we begin?
Does Negan get to level up?
What is Negan's level?
He doesn't really have a level. His hit points is 34 for his max.
How about this? I will let
Initiative is a +2.
I will let all.
I guess level 5 because he's got 5d10 written down.
He's got 5d10. He's so OP as it is. All right.
Yeah, we don't get points.
All right. I'll do this.
I need to find him armor.
Hold on. I'll do
We'll
this.
just get him
Hold on.
armor.
No. I'll do this. I got an idea. Brain thinking. I want all three of you to roll a d20. 10.
12.
11.
Okay, so this is all on them. What did you say his hit points were?
30 over.
No. His hit dice.
D10.
All right, both of you roll a d10. And what's his constitution?
30.
What is that adverb?
I got it.
That's a 7.
Okay, so you got a 7, Az? All right, so 7 plus 3 is 10. What'd you get, D?
3.
3 plus 3 is 6, so 16 hit points to him. We will say he is now level 7, so he has 7 hit dice, but he is not gaining any magical wolf abilities, okay?
He doesn't have any.
Actually, there are some abilities I could look into for animals, companions.
Well, he's got hit points now, guys. He was taking 1 hit and like almost dead.
Well, you guys, that's because you guys. Normally, I'd say an animal companion doesn't level up because they're not, getting better at skills and stuff. So I don't know. That's a debate we could have later, but I'm gonna allow it. I would suggest, yes, maybe looking into an armor. I will also say you could look into some basic skills for him. I'm thinking trinkets roll attack. You could try to think of something like that, and we could work out something like that where he could.
He drowns the enemy with saliva.
I was thinking more pee, considering once he pees on everything.
Depending on the ammonia content in his fucking pee,
I cast a spell on him. He pees acid.
All right, so.
Poor puppy.
Yeah.
Look what he's been trying to eat, so, I mean.
Well,
fair point.
But yeah, I think we could do that, and I'll leave it up to you though to research, like an attack like that, how you could do that. Okay, but you might want to start looking into a possible armor solution for him. I would say he probably.
I got stone shape now. I could make some kind of like a stone scale mail for him or something.
Yeah, but you guys would have to think about over encumbering him. Trinket as the example here, he's a giant bear. So yeah, the bullet armor they ended up making for him was it's a heavy armor, but it's a lightweight heavy armor. So you guys might have to look into something like this. This may have to be a collective thing you guys work on through Discord.
Ooh.
So
Looks like Lord.
I mean, you're a druid. Just
possibly. Dip his
start
toes
growing,
in some D&D.
I'd be down with that. I haven't
start
played with
growing
him
like
long.
spider silk. You can make them
That's
some
Cyberboy from
Kevlar or something.
I don't think there's a Kevlar, but there is some
And if you weave
materials.
the spider silk, and we
I think you would have to probably visit the Underdark for that, and
right.
maybe ask a Drider for some of its silk if it made some.
I don't think that
And the
drider's
last
gonna
time
talk to
you
us.
you encountered a Drider, it said you were
Right.
a tasty snack. So
Yeah, I don't really want to do that
I
again.
don't want to talk
Find
to
him
the
some
spider lady
leather.
again. She was scary.
she's
We'll
dead.
mount a
You guys
crossbow
killed
at Negan's back and
Yeah, I
have him
know,
become a
but
ranged wolf.
her.
weirder shit has happened in this game.
I don't know if I'm going to allow you guys to artificer the dire wolf. Okay.
I was like, I do have that's one
Okay.
of my
I'll let you guys. I'll let you guys brain.
I have a druid cantrip, barb skin.
Yeah,
I could apply to it.
I'm gonna let you guys brainstorm this over Discord and get back to me. But yeah, like I said, after this session, your guys' homework this week is to look at the 3.5 skills, with the exception of asks. Like I said, yours, I will find out what potion crafting was under, and we'll say you've already acquired that skill, so you'll be rank 2. I believe it was a crafting one. So.
I had a craft set aside on my skill list. I didn't actually fill it in, so I don't know where that went, but
Well,
I was thinking about it.
I'll figure out where potion making fell in 3.5, and we'll adapt it to the 5e one that we're working on here. So, but this way, you guys, like I said, it will give you guys a chance to personalize your character, maybe explore some things you want. Like maybe as a druid, you want to start learning, alchemy. So now there's an actual alchemy because there used to be these things, and it pisses me off they're not there. So. All right. Well, before we actually begin the campaign, then today, any questions on your level up or anything?
So did we talk about me getting a shield at all?
That's going to be when we start the campaign.
Okay.
Nerd.
That didn't involve your level up.
I'm really excited about getting a shield.
Well, just so you are
You
aware that Sarah did get some new spells to help bump everybody.
And just so you are aware, if you are using a shield in your offhand and your main weapon, and you have a spell that requires you to cast with that kind of movement, you will have to drop your shield or your weapon. Unless it's slung on your back.
Be right back.
Okay.
Reason I thought I could get around that. Does Warcaster give me a...
I think there is a skill or an ability that does allow you to skip the somatic gestures.
Yeah, I've got Warcaster as part of my variant human. So I can perform somatic components of spells even without weapons or shield in one or both hands.
Okay, cool. Well, I was just saying.
Think around that.
If you did not have that, you would be screwed. Let's see.
Right.
What kind of light and medium armor and shields you're allowed to have? Pulling up, getting my equipment list so I kind of think how I'm going to do this for you.
Okay. I am going to pick up Stone Shape as one of my 4th level spells. So like in a pinch, I was like, oh, I can just make myself a shield at camp one night or something.
If you do that, the crafting part, we will have to kind of let me know what it is, and we'll have to look up the stats on those. Because, and again, this is old school 3.5 working of it. There was an equation for like the strength of a stone shield crafted was equal to something plus something, and I don't know if they changed that in fifth. I will look into it this week for sure.
Okay.
Because yeah, you have to that way. Because that way, like it's a durability thing.
Mm.
So, because yeah, you may have crafted this cool shield out of stone, but it's still stone, and the hill giant's club shatters it with the hitting. Yeah, you're somewhat protected that first time, but your shield's fucked now. So that's one of those. Let's see. We're looking at shields. We're trying to find where they are. Melee weapon.
Should have written that down.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the whole list here. I'm just trying to figure out where they hid them. Because again, and this is one of my arguments why 3.5 was a better system. When you go on this page here and it shows you the entire weapons and armor guide, it doesn't have the shields in it anymore.
Yeah. So on Player's Handbook, it was page 144, but it's just a
Yeah.
blurb is all. Or 145.
Yeah, 145. Yeah, shield. You just get a basic shield. There used to be a breakdown of shields. I'm going to grab my 3.5 book real quick, and we will see if it has an extensive breakdown.
Okay.
Sarah learned enhance ability. So I touch one of you. I bestow upon a magical attachment. Bear's endurance, full strength, cat's grace, eagle's splendor, fox
Oh,
strength,
yeah.
or owl's wisdom.
Yeah, that's a cool spell. I'm going to get that next level on my druid.
I had to get this one. Just for
Nice.
you.
Thank you.
Pass without a trace.
It's going to come in necessary, I'm sure.
Give you a plus
Well,
10.
I got one that I think is going to come in handy that may or may not. It's banishment. I can send.
Banishment. Nice.
Yeah, that's going to be clutch, I think.
And then another buff one. Protection from energy.
Oh, nice.
I can touch one of you. At that time, I choose which one: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Oh, awesome.
So you don't have resistance. And then I got polymorph. Turn a big bad monster into a kitten.
And then let Negan loose.
Well, no, because if it gets killed,
If it gets damaged, it automatically reverts back.
Oh. Never mind. Negan, behave yourself.
Yeah, the transformation lasts for the duration or until the target drops to 0 hit points or dies.
But a good example for using that is you take let's say, I don't know, a hill giant, and you transform it into a small mouse. You pick up that mouse very gently and yeet it off a cliff. The fall damage will kill it.
But now it's down at the bottom of the cliff.
No, the fall damage will transfer over. So a mouse has 2 hit points. If the fall damage exceeds 2, it turns back. The remaining rolls over. It still turns into a giant puddle of paste.
Regardless, it's now at the bottom of the cliff.
Hill giants can climb.
I don't need to worry. It's gonna take it a while.
Not really. They actually have a good climbing.
If you damage the hill giant, then cast polymorph, does it heal it?
No.
It go back to full HP or anything?
No, it would go back to what its existing one was.
Yeah.
Trying to find shields here.
I think that'd be kind of an interesting way to heal a party member. It'd be like, all right, you're a mouse, get the fuck out of here. And then when he pops back up or whatever, he gets full heal. But that's just some meta thinking there.
Yeah, it's kind of it doesn't really go that way.
Right.
Bummer.
Alright. Weapons ranged, exotic weapons ranged, morning star, armor, venturing gear, shield. Okay, here you go. Shield. You're a medium-sized character, correct?
Yeah, I'm a human.
Human. And we said you can carry. All right, so you can do. Oh, I had the page open.
I
Okay. What does it say there? No. I had the Druid page too, or not the. Go to the cleric page. Forget that page. That page is worthless. Like seriously, it has one stat for shield. How much they're worth? That's it.
Yeah.
This has a little more breakdown for us. I need to see what he can carry. Is it light? No. Down at the bottom, class features, armor, shields, and stuff. It'll say light.
armor, light, medium, and shields.
I am proficient in all the armors.
Okay, well, that's because in 5th edition, shield is just shield. There's no light, medium, or heavy shield.
Hmm.
There used to be you had small shield, large shield, and then tower shields. Tower shields basically can only be done by a paladin. But I'm going to say small or large. I'll let you do. Yeah. We'll say because you're a pretty hardy cleric. What's your strength?
13, I think. I didn't roll very good.
I know you did. But you know what? You've kept this character alive for almost a year with that bad of rolls. That's talent.
True.
Great.
Yeah. Power of my wit combined.
Yeah, think about that. It's been almost a year that you guys have been in this campaign with the same characters.
Exciting.
Huh?
Nobody's died.
Thanks
Nobody's
to the power of
died.
our NPCs.
Yeah, none of you guys have died. None of you have had to be resurrected yet. So,
Yet, he says.
well,
Yes.
no, there's a key reason I'm saying that, and I'll get into that once we get start this.
You're all going to die together.
You might.
Oh,
Okay, the number.
fun.
Okay, so. Okay. What's your dex bonus?
+2.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say you could carry either a small wooden or steel or large wooden or steel shield.
Okay. Small being like buckler size?
No, buckler is a completely different class of its own,
Hmm.
and the
We'll just
reason I
do a
didn't
small one then.
well, the
I,
reason I
I,
didn't include buckler is because in 3.5 you could add spikes to your shield as long as it wasn't a buckler or a tower shield.
yeah, we'll do a small. I think he'd only have it to kind of protect him from arrow attacks while he was healing behind
Yeah.
the battlefield. So
Mhm.
I think he'd be pretty familiar with something on the smaller side.
All right. Do you want to do wood or steel?
Wood's fine.
Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to see if we get. All right. So a small wooden shield um, gives you a +1 to your armor bonus.
Okay. If I'd gone steel, would that have been +2?
Yes.
All right, well, let's go
Oh
steel.
no, wait. No matter what for small, it's a +1. Large is +2.
Oh, I was hoping for +2 AC.
No, if you get +1
How
AC.
how large is large? Are we talking like
All right,
shoulder to waist?
I'm gonna say,
or-
all right, Viking size shield. We'll say that's kind of a small one,
Oh, geez.
and that's where like like the not full tower shield, but like police riot shield. That would be a large shield in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't want one that big. All right, we'll go with the small wooden shield then.
Okay, and don't forget you can always pay to have it enchanted later, or even find an enchanted one later to replace it. which could add more to your AC. But like I said, where'd that spike part go? There was a thing on spike shields that I wanted to. Let's put it over there for now. I wanted to that go.
Custom item.
Because with a shield, you also would have the ability to do a shield bash attack. Trying to find out what, because there was an actual equation for that too. Service, adventuring, clothing. Here you go. Okay. Small shields, lightweight, lets you carry other items in that hand, although you cannot use a weapon. So you would also, while you have the small shield on your arm, if you needed to chunk a potion down, you would be able to do it without dropping your shield. As where a large shield, you cannot. The main difference between wood and steel is like heat metal and warp wood spell effects against them. Okay, so here you go. You gain shield bash. You bash an opponent with a shield using it as an offhand weapon. You deal 1d4 point damage with a large shield or one. Yeah, we're going to say it's 1d4 because I'm not going to have you do 1d3s. So yeah, your shield bash is 1d4 now as an attack.
As an attack.
Yep. But if you add spikes to it, it becomes a 1d6 piercing weapon. And again, yeah, you cannot add spikes to a buckler or a tower shield. That's what I thought. So that's why I didn't want to mention those, because those are just worthless shields. Like I said, tower shields are really only dwarven creatures can use them a lot, and then paladins, that's like their main shield. So, and paladins are just tanks. Clerics are not. You're a little squishy. All right. So, yes, you will acquire a shield before you enter the portal, but we'll start out the story with that.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, any other questions before we actually begin today, guys?
Yeah, on me. Not yet.
You got anything? Shibe?
No.
No. All right. All right. Well, there you go, guys. You have leveled up, and we are ready to begin.
Yay! Congrats, guys. We leveled.
Yay! Well, and for those wondering, before we begin, so there's two forms of leveling up. There is experience-based leveling up, and there is milestone leveling up. Okay. I'm kind of doing a combination of it. Like if you guys do something really epic and cool during a thing, I may say that you gain some extra experience. Oh, which all of your experiences should be what level 8 experience flat base is. I'll give you that in a second. But anyways, so if you have this flat base, and let's say I say, hey, you get an extra 2,000 experience today, then that's why it is. Level 8, you guys should be at 34,000 experience. But milestone, when you guys complete certain areas and stuff, that's when you guys are like, you guys just completed the second section of this campaign. You did a lot. You made a lot of choices that both helped and hurt you guys. I'm going to say that's why you guys got 2 levels of just straight bam. You guys went up 2 levels. So for the people at home who are wondering how we're leveling up, it's kind of a combination of XP and milestoning. It just goes on, if you guys just are going through and just murking things, then no, I'm not going to throw experience out every time. But let's say Az creates some wonderful potions that saves the day, I might throw an extra 500 towards it. So, and then
that or an inspiration die.
Yeah, or an inspiration die. if you guys ever do anything truly inspirational. Look, you figured out this puzzle on the first try.
Nope.
All right, so let's recap and kind of say where you guys were. So you guys were at the church, and before you was the Stone Jeff Giant, and you guys solved the puzzle and brought balance to the town's problem. In doing so, you were rewarded with the opening of a portal to take you to where you need to go to find the Queen's soul. As you guys gather everything up and get ready to embark into that portal, that is when, as you reach down and there is a shield, you grab it and take it with you.
Hey.
Okay? Yeah, easily recanted, put in red. There you go. You got a shield. All right, so you guys all stepped into the portal, and that was where we ended. So, yes, as you enter this portal, you feel like that staticky feeling around you when like the air feels electrified, but at the same time, you kind of feel like your body being pulled and twisted, all at the same time while still feeling exactly normal. And your eyes see like you enter a green fog and it kind of turns blue and red, and the next thing you know, you are all standing out in a very, very humid jungle area. Before you is a single road leading off to the north. And that's where we should get your characters out, which we didn't do this morning.
I keep lying in my box. Just 2 weeks, Gen Con.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Getting of our craziness. Really?
I have patience. I just need to move it. Oh, I'm not writing everything out. I'm just showing you guys this path. All right, so yes, there you go. You players are up. Yeah, I finally found those pieces I was looking for. Took me 2 weeks to find them. They got accidentally put in a box that went down in the basement. But yeah, there was a side note there that Shebe did bring up. In 2 weeks from now, I don't even think it's 2 weeks, isn't it?
2 weeks. Yeah. Lord Saviors.
It's the last weekend of August, isn't it?
Well, no, it's
Zader.
it's the first weekend of August.
Yeah, not
For Gen Con. For Gen Con. Not for the other one. No.
Oh, I was thinking of the steampunk.
Yeah, everything in steampunk. I had a moment too. I was like,
no, that's
4 weeks, 5 weeks.
we're on the 21st now, so next weekend is the 28th, but the weekend after that, so it's the first weekend of August. We may or may not have an online session that weekend, as we will be driving back from Gen Con Saturday night. It's a 6-hour drive, so we may not get back home till like midnight, 1 o'clock. So we'll keep you updated on that one.
cool.
But yeah, then after that, we do have the Steampunk Convention, and then we go to fly to TwitchCon. Yep, and then after that, we got a Mushroom Head concert in October. So,
Yeah, Lord Zader's in.
hello, everybody. I can't see who comes in on chat. I don't have my chat monitor out here, so if I don't say hello, I apologize. My moderator here is supposed to update us. I know. I'm just letting you know. All right. So yes, as you guys exit through this portal, you guys find yourself standing in a very, very humid climate. It's just very jungle. You see these tall trees with vines draped around them. The dirt, even though it doesn't seem like it's rained recently, the dirt's still moist just from all the humidity. Instantly, you feel sweat starting in places you don't like to sweat. So, for all of us Midwesterners, we all know this as July and August weather. You have now stepped into it.
Yep. Like, soup season.
Yeah.
That's a good soup.
No. No, I took a shower, walked outside, and I need another shower kind of weather. That's what you guys are currently. You're standing there. You hear strange sounds, animals that you guys have not heard before. I mean, there's birds flying over, and you know what a bird is, but you've never seen this kind of bird. There's definitely movement in the foliage off to both sides of you. Like I said, the path clearly leads north. And you can see maybe about 300 meters away, there is smoke rising from a chimney. You can kind of make just a smallness that there is a town north of you.
My little druid heart is just so excited about all the new creatures and planes that I'm seeing.
Oh yeah.
With that, what would you guys like to do?
So Tursel's gonna look around and obvious like, oh great, look at all the things that can jump out of this now. Like
he's pulling out like his cleric bug spray.
right.
Like, no.
Are we gonna walk
Yeah,
towards town, guys?
Yeah, let's get out of the jungle before we find out.
As we're walking, Sarah is picking up certain plants, sticking them inside, her little notebook.
All right. I want you to roll. How many plants are you picking up, do you think?
As many different ones as I see as I'm going.
Give me a number between 1 and 20.
We'll let the dice decide. 1.
All right. I want you to roll a constitution check for that one plant.
You are grounded. 12.
12 plus your constitution.
That's 12. 10 plus 2.
Oh, okay. 12? Yeah, so this first plant that you reach out, as soon as you touch it, your fingers start to blister.
Fun.
And pus and blood starts dripping out, and you take
Rude.
4 points of damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over. Is it contagious?
Don't touch it.
But don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Don't touch,
no touching.
Don't touch the vegetables. It's clearly fighting bad.
Or you clearly just touched poison, oak, ivy, hemlock.
I'm resistant to that. Why not? I'm a druid.
Just 'cause you're a druid doesn't mean you're resistant to it. That'd be more of a racial bonus.
Right. So I'm going to use healing word on my fingers.
All right.
So that I no longer have blisters. I got to worry about popping.
Tursel kind of looks through his bags like, I think I've got some poison ointment around here somewhere. I don't know.
Where's the calamine lotion? All right. Anyone doing anything else silly as they walk through the new and unidentified lands that you just appeared in?
Hell no. Suddenly I am as middle of the path as I can get, because nope.
Yeah, Tursel's content to stay on the road as well. And kind of,
I'm like dodging branches.
Trying to get used to his new balance in life. And
all right. So as you guys start approaching the town, you start seeing, as you get closer and closer, the buildings, of course, start to appear larger. Really?
Yeah?
Cake 6.
like, Iken has poop snoots.
No, he went and drank a bunch of water, came over and shook his face, splashing water everywhere. Huskies.
Tanner does that. Yeah.
Hello, big boy.
That means they love you. They're like, here, have my scent.
You look like you could use some water.
Yeah, it's more like, hey, you need a bath. You stink. All right. So yeah, as you're approaching, the buildings start to, get larger. You notice that they are very simplistic buildings. Not really brick and mortar like you guys are used to. There is some clay adobe type structures, but they're very bound with like wood and vines, and it's a very primitive looking village, but it's rather large. You do see that there is probably about 30 villages. Do you see that guy outside? Oh, he left. There's a squirrel sitting on the solar light out there. He was looking in at us. I'm like, you want to play with us? So, the roads are just very packed dirt. They're not paved at all. There's no stone or anything. It's just been packed down by years of use. You do get the familiar smells of like cooked bread, cooked meats. You hear the sounds of an anvil being pounded off in the distance. There are some children running around, enjoying their
Are we
day.
still in our like full Icewind Dale attire? Like out here in the
Um,
jungle, like fuck, I should have taken this off before we got on that airplane. Like
My warm cloak is in my bag.
yeah,
yeah,
I don't know what you
I'm
guys.
gonna say I'm still in mine and didn't even think about it. So my Tursel's just sweating his ass off. Like, man, it's hot in here.
First of all,
Huh.
take off the cloak.
All right, yeah. He's gonna make himself slightly more comfortable.
All right. So as Tercel realizes that, you are no longer in a world of frozen ice, even though you've been out of it for a while now.
That's
Near the
just,
town.
that's just how out of it he is. He's just like, I don't.
The
I
last
don't
town
know.
was just
Traumatized.
weird.
I would like
I'm
you
from a
all to
northern
roll.
tribe.
I would like you all to roll a perception check as you're entering this village. See if you guys see anything special.
You have to roll for Deacon too.
No, this is for human only or humanoid.
First look at it. 19.
15 plus 4, 19.
19 and 19.
Perception.
Yes.
Mhm.
We got a 1 plus 3, or does the 1 just fuck me entirely?
The one just fucks you.
Okay, 1.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
while you're busy worrying about the soup growing in places, you don't notice much more than, the general, like I said, smells and sounds, children playing, people walking around about their daily business. Tercel and Sarah, you both notice that off to one side street, you kind of see what looks like a prison area, like a jail. And outside of that jail, hanging by the guillotine or hanging by ropes, are 4 bandits. The only thing is, they're still alive and moving and talking, even though they were hanging. About their necks, you see a sign. You're too far away to read that sign, but you do see a sign hanging from their necks.
All right. I guess we're in a lawful area.
Well,
Anyone seen anything quite like that before?
why are they still alive?
See all I talk about, but this under boob sweat is dumb.
Maybe we can get some jungle gear while we're here. So when we left the temple and the 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 evil giant told us to go look for the lich here, did they give us any clue as to what we were looking for? Like what we need to ask for? Trying to remember.
I don't know if I took that note.
Portal lich lab. So I guess we need to try to find a labyrinth is what he told us to look for.
So, as a question, did we get any other hints from the giant starting where we went.
You have not.
Didn't we defeat the Lich?
No.
No.
I guess we could ask if they've got a problem with any undead, like undead plus lich equals our guy, or problems with undead could equal our guy.
So,
I guess we can
I'm
go
very
check out these
curious
hanging
about
guys.
these living dead things.
Yeah, let's go
And
check
the
it out. Maybe
signs.
they're
so
undead.
you're at the crossroads there. The road facing north would go straight ahead. If you turn to your left or west, that is where it would lead to the area where there are the three hanging guys. Like I said, it's in front of what looks to be like a city hall slash jail slash courthouse type building. It seems to be one of the more elaborate buildings in the area. More adobe than wood.
Okay.
They've got some
Seems far
very
enough, maybe.
simplistic windows with wood shutters that are open. And as you approach, yes, there are three humanoid creatures hanging by their necks.
And I'm not getting too close. Just close enough that I can read.
You would have to get probably about 10 feet from where they're hanging. So you're going to have to go down. What I'm saying is you're going to have to turn.
I'm not standing right in front of them.
No, I'm saying you're going to have to turn off the main road to go down. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I did.
Okay.
Just letting you know. I didn't get like right up on it.
Well, that's okay.
Just close enough to read the signs.
All right. Well, as you get close enough, you can't read the sign on the farthest guy, but the very first one and the middle one you see, it says days alive 5, days alive 10,
Oh,
1 and then 2
and you can't read.
and then 10.
Yep.
What are these guys? They look dead but
Nope.
alive, or
They look very much as alive as you both do.
I wonder what these poor bastards
what kind of noose are we talking? Like
They should be dead kind of noose.
okay.
Oh.
Well then,
Do they look undead?
Nope. They look alive as the day they were tied up and hung.
so yeah.
They look like they're in
What?
pain.
No,
That's weird.
You said they were talking. Do we understand what?
no,
they're
their mouths are gagged.
Hmm.
And the one in the middle is actually asleep looking. Like eyes are closed, but still very much breathing.
And how high up are they?
I would say the podium they're on is probably about 5 feet up, and then so they're hanging. So I'd say their feet are probably about at your eye level.
All right, I'm gonna take my mace and just kind of lightly whap one of their feet, see if they react like violent zombie types.
Which one are you doing it to?
The
tickle a
closest
foot?
one to the street. Yeah, just try to see what kind of reactions we get out of it.
All right, so yeah, you reach out and you kind of tap the foot. Its head looks down at you, and you can see clearly in its eyes that this person is alive. They're here. Who's here? Hey, who just played the?
Oh,
Oh, I don't know.
Lord Valentino is raiding with party too.
Oh, welcome in, Raiders. All right, so what would you like to do?
So yeah, Tercel wants some answers. So, and he's not afraid of authority. So, if it looks like this is a jail cell and there's a formal door, I'm gonna I don't know if it feels like I should knock, I'll knock. If not, I'll just barge right in.
I would say that yeah, you look upon it and you can see that it, like I said, it's kind of like the combination city hall, jail, courthouse type building. You've been around enough civilized places to know that yeah, you can just generally walk into these government type places without having to knock. So I'll say yeah, you enter the building. As soon as you do, the floors are wood, but not like a hardwood. They're like literally like imagine like a dock, just that kind of wood structure, just flooring put down. There is a crude desk off to one side. Sitting there, you see a older woman, dark skin, very gray hair. As she looks up as you enter, you notice that her left eye is completely white. She is definitely old and blind.
Ooh.
As
We
you
got one of
look
those
back,
too.
you look back behind the wall, or look forward. Uh, you do see that there are a couple more offshoot rooms, and as you're walking in, one of the doors does open, and a very large, uh, tan-skinned man with also gray hair walks out. You see he is carrying a very large sword in its sheath, and he is dressed in a very intricate, almost ceremonial looking kind of armor.
So yeah, Tersel's not going to ignore the man, but just out of respect for the lady, will address her first and be like, "Good evening, ma'am. Just coming into your town. Got an interesting set of lawn ornaments out front. How are you doing today?"
She looks up at you and she smiles. You know, she has about as many teeth as a jack-o'-lantern. And
Cool.
as she starts to respond to you, you can't understand a word she says. It's just this weird, gibbery kind of language you've never heard of before.
That sucks. I don't think I have any. I think eventually someday I might get a language thing, but I do not have that now. So um, I'll kind of look to the man behind him and be like, "How's it going, man? Do you speak common by any chance?"
So as this man starts to approach you, you realize that he is about 7'5", and he is just ripped. I'm just like muscles upon muscles. Like even his six pack has a six pack kind of guy. Okay. Um, and he walks forward and he puts his hand out. Um, he says, "Welcome, traveler. I am Constable. How to? I'm gonna mess up this pronunciation because I kind of wrote it off. Well, let's just say we'll just call him the constable for now because I'm not going to try to translate it.
Perfect.
I like it.
What are you? May I ask? What brings you to my fair town?
Well, that's a little complicated. We're kind of wandering, looking for an undead situation. It's kind of hard to describe. We're we're taking care of some business.
As you say that, he kind of looks over your shoulder a little bit and then looks around the other side. Um, he's like, "Who is this we speak of?"
We're all
Oh yeah, did you guys
outside.
follow
He's
me in? Did I
alone.
go in alone?
You went in alone. You were by
Oh
yourself.
yeah, I knew that. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
there's no kind of thumb behind him, being like, I've got some friends on the street. They didn't want to enter rudely, and get off the sense that we're trying to, you know, to barge into your facilities here.
He
Um,
nods and goes,
but
That's most good." He goes, "I was afraid you were plain touched like she." And he points over to the old lady.
Cool.
just playing. I missed what you said.
Play touched.
Plain touched.
Oh, okay.
All right. Side note for those who don't know, plain touched is a nice way of saying special
Oh,
in
gotcha.
D&D. Um,
Sweet summer child.
no, it's more a little more sweet, less summer.
Oh.
That's why
Yeah,
that's why you didn't
Teresa would be like,
understand her. Yeah, addled. That's a good way of saying it.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
I get it. That's awesome.
So Teresa will kind of chuckle and be like, "Well, I've had worse accusations, but now we're pretty much full facilities here. Can you tell me what's going on with the gents hanging out front? Like, Is there something we need to know about?
Ah, so you mean the murderer,
Mm.
the thief, and the blasphemer.
Oh, so they're just petty criminals then.
They're not very petty in our area.
Oh no.
Oh,
You kind of
see.
you kind of see his hand kind of flexing off to the side by his sword.
Well, you won't have any murdering, thieving, or blaspheming from us. We're a true North kind of group. I think we'll get along just fine.
Good,
Tell me though,
good to
sir, have you had any issues with undead in the area? Any reports of any kind of like gatherings of that kind?
Not so much undead. I want you to roll a perception check real quick.
Okay. Wow. Jesus, that is a nat one.
Okay. So yeah, you notice you're talking with this guy. That's about it. While you guys are out on the street and this conversation's going on, I want both of you to roll a perception check too.
Okay.
I'm looking for a tavern.
19 plus 3.
15.
Should have had you hop in here.
All right.
Why am I the face of the group?
I am getting a
Ophelia,
little concerned.
while
We
you
need to
guys
calm
are
for a
standing
minute.
outside looking at these bodies, waiting for Tercel to return from this building, be it by his own accord or thrown out on his face, you watch as a small child is playing in the street, and all of a sudden, a horse and carriage goes by, runs the child over, and keeps going. You stand there in horror. 2 seconds later, the child stands up, dusts itself off, and goes back to playing. Sarah, while you're looking around trying to find an inn, you see some workers working on a building. One of them falls off the building. You see that fall should be completely fatal. Within about 5 seconds, stands up, dusts himself off, and starts to climb back up to the top of the building.
Is anybody near me when I see this happen?
Oh yeah, you, Ophelia, Sarah, Doggo, and your paladin are all standing there together. Ariel,
I'm gonna
thank you.
like slap the paladin and be like, "Did you see that? did you see that?"
Ariel is more focused on her left arm.
Oh. Be like, Sarah, did you see that?
I seen this guy
Oh
literally
God!
fall to his death and then stand up and walk back up the ladder.
I just saw a kid get run over. Where's Tercel?
He's inside.
I'm gonna go inside. Be like, Tercel.
But hey, no, stay outside. It's
So-
okay.
So as you're sitting there talking, Tercel, suddenly the doors burst open and in rushes Ophelia.
Tercel.
Is everything okay?
Just
Trying to have a conversation here.
Like, I just saw a little girl get run over and she dusted herself off and I'm really freaked out and oh my God, is everything okay here? You've been in here too long.
Maybe they're tough here. They're in the jungle, you know. They get attacked by leopards and stuff. Like, just relax. I'm talking to the constable here, obviously. Let me try to get some information.
At the
Holy
mention of talking to the constable, you look back and he nods and goes, "Yes, this has been going on now for about 3 months. Death seems to have taken a holiday here."
Oh, really? Is that why the guys hanging from nooses are still alive?
Yes.
Did anything else change in the 3 months when this started? Like any kind of, oh, I don't know, purple undead spells or strange travelers that don't seem to have normal looking skin?
He says, "No, the only traveler that we have had in the last 3 months is still over at the inn. She has been there for a while now."
She shouldn't have to be a tabaxi, does she?
No,
Because
no,
I may need to talk to that.
she's not a tabaxi.
Okay. Well, my
Actually,
friend
hold on,
Constable.
hold on 1 second. Let me see
Oh,
if the constable even knows what a tabaxi is. Yeah, he does.
okay.
Okay.
Have you done any kind of investigating? Can we help out in trying to figure this situation out?
We have had many of our local priests and clerics look into it. None of them can seem to find an answer. But if you wish to look into it, I cannot stop you. Like, just try to be lawful while you are here. I would hate to have to hang you up with those three.
And none of us want to be hanging there, sir. So, with your grace, if you don't mind, we'll lawfully kind of poke around and see if maybe we can figure out what's going on with your little. No, your very well-established village is beautiful.
He's nods and says, "Good day. If you need me, I am always here."
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, have a nice day. And
As you
then
walk out,
I'll
the old lady babbles off at you, and again, incoherent words that you have no idea what they mean.
sounds great.
Is it like legitimately just babbling, or is it just?
Oh, it's just legitimately babbling. I mean,
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to get to the point. Even if you had a detect language or no language spell, you still
Yeah,
wouldn't know what
just
the
like,
fuck she's saying.
So it's not like Creole or anything.
No, no, it's not. It's not like the good old Southern Creole. No, 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 sir. This is
no.
definitely woo, kind of out there, just random weird words and chirping.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hi.
So Tersal's gonna kind of whap Ophelia on the shoulder, be like, "Don't ever interrupt a guy when he's talking to another guy. Jeez, that could have gone so bad. What's going on out here?"
Just witnessed a child get run the fuck over, and they.
You were a kid once, weren't you tough? Come on, like, is that all you guys saw?
No, no. Sarah saw some shit too.
Yeah.
I mean, minus the guys
He
hanging from
fell
nooses.
to his death. Stands back up and goes back up the ladder. I'm not even shit.
Yeah. And then Ariel just ignored me. Like that's
Ariel,
not
what's
normal.
going on?
All of you roll a perception check.
They're here.
Hello, who's here?
Which dice to trust now? The last one was a 1.
Woohoo!
Who's here? We just got a notification.
Cat is reading with a party of 10.
Hey, second.
Oh, man.
Oh shit!
Can
Hi.
you do a shout out for me? Welcome in, everybody. Have Shave do shout outs. I don't have that capability on this little laptop. Welcome in, welcome in. I know Sachat was playing State of Decay 2. I was in there watching him earlier. I was telling him me and Shave may be working towards some nighttime streams of us getting back into State of Decay 2. So if you're not following him, definitely go give him a follow. Great State of Decay 2 player.
Yes.
Loves kitties. Wears really cool hats.
So perception, you said?
Yes, roll perception check.
30-20.
Okay.
You got a 17.
18.
All right, all of you, as you go to look to see what Ariel's so focused on, you notice that the side of her body that is dead is strangely translucent. Like it's almost like the flesh is trying to regrow, but can't regrow.
Oh.
How you feeling, Ariel?
She just kind of wanders off.
No,
Oh.
come back.
No.
Ariel.
No. I
You
don't
see
want
that
her
she is
wandering
heading
off.
towards the inn.
All right, let's
Chase
follow
after
our.
her into the legs.
Yeah.
Trot after Ariel. Ariel, wait! Come
All right,
back.
so guys, you guys head up north. The inn is right after the crossroads there. It is the biggest building that is on the side. Yes. And you do, as you enter it, you see that it is basically kind of the same structure. It's all wooden with like not hard wooden floors, but like a wood planking floor. There are very rude tables there. There is a long bar where you see a few people sitting, kind of eating food. You get like a smell of a mixture of like weird spices you've never had and very good cooked meats. It's very quiet and docile in the inn right now. Um, Behind the counter, you see a very old, frail looking woman. Unlike the other people we met, she is very pale white, as where the rest are very tannish. She is very, very pale white and very old, fragile looking. But you can sense that she is definitely the innkeeper. And as you guys approach the bar, that is where we're going to take our break today. So we will be back in a few minutes. So drinks and everything.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Dog, you need to go potty. Come on. Come on. Come on, Dot. 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 Come on, Dot. Come on. Come on. Come on. You need to go outside. You haven't had potty since breakfast. Come on. All right, we're back. We'll wait for the other players to return. Again, let me thank Sekshavet and Lord Goto for their raids today. And for all you new raiders, let me introduce myself. I am Zombie Jesus, the zombie. We do D&D streams every Sunday. Well, we try to do them every Sunday, but life happens. And then during the week, I stream horror games, mainly games that involve zombies. This is Shebe. She is my wife and partner. Occasionally, she does join us on the video game streams, but she is here every week. Who is Tercel. He is also a streamer, currently on a little bit of a break from streaming, but he will be back soon. And that is his partner and wife, Dee.
Ophelia.
Who is Ophelia. So that gives you a little catch up there. Yes.
Tersal is the cleric.
If you want to catch up on any of the past episodes of our D&D campaign, they are all uploaded to YouTube. I try to upload them within 24 hours after the live stream. I sometimes don't get to that, and I apologize for that, but life happens.
And then Ariel is our NPC party member. And then I am a druid, Serafina, with Meekin, my direwolf. Child's a friend.
Trissel has returned.
I have. Dieter's fixing coffee. Should be here in a second.
That's good. We were just talking to all the raiders and new people.
Oh, good.
It's not too hot for coffee.
It's never too hot for coffee.
Not for Deidre.
I will,
Drink
if I...
coffee for every meal if she could.
I understand that caffeine need.
Yep. I gotta stop at some point. Otherwise, I don't know. Like I get over D on caffeine or something. It just stops having an effect and I just get really tired. So.
Yes,
Y'all back. Waiting on your ass.
Yeah. I don't have like that caffeine problem. Like if I have too much, I can't sleep. My body just goes ahead and has problems with sleeping.
Yeah, Deidre does not have a problem with sleeping.
Let's all keep our fingers crossed this Tuesday. I have my appointment with my neurologist, and hopefully we finally get that diagnosis of MS.
Dee, you're muted.
Be awesome.
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. There you go.
I said, yay! But at the same time, I don't want you to have MS. But at the same time, yay! I hope for a diagnosis so you can get the
treatments,
services and treatments and everything else that you need, because that's bullshit.
As horrible as having MS will be, means I've had it now for 10 years and not gotten treatment. Mm-hmm. So just having the final diagnosis and then finally admitting, hey, this is what it is, will be better than not knowing and better than not having it, in my opinion. Because there's something obviously wrong, and I would, there's no cure, but if I could be on medication that doesn't turn me into an actual zombie, but helps me survive, that would be great. I mean, and then I've said it before, it's horrible that I have an optometrist who after asking why I was there for a visit, said, do you have MS? I've had lab technicians who've checked my MRIs go, yeah, everything you have is MS indicative. My regular doctor says I have MS, but the neurologist is just dragging his feet. And I commend him for doing every test in the world just to make sure, but it's to the point now where it's like, just shit or get off the pot, dude.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Because, I could have been on...
It's better just to make a diagnosis and be a little wrong than not doing anything and letting somebody be in pain.
For me, it's this last year that I've been seeing him, then he's been dragging his ass. I could have been on a treatment by now. I could have been getting some kind of help for the pain and the suffering parts of it. Like I said, I know there's no cure. It's something I'll have for the rest of my life. But after 10 years of hurting, it'd be nice for them to just go, hey, this is why you hurt, dude.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like your only thing is you're not gonna be okay to do any pain relievers. So it's like you need a treatment that it's not just pain relief, but
Yeah.
to fix what's causing the pain.
Well, that's it. There is no fixing that one, but there's a way to slow it and make it more tolerable.
Right.
Well, I'm saying
Let
it's
you
not
have a
something
life.
that's gonna
Yeah,
mask
it,
the pain with Vicodin or whatever.
Oh, I won't.
But something that a treatment that will stop the trigger of the pain.
Yeah, or at least help with it.
mm,
All right. So, anyways,
But
enough
yeah.
about that. Let's get back into the joyous world of undead creatures.
Hmm.
Hey,
So you
undead
guys have
creatures.
all entered this inn, and like I said, there's a very elderly old woman. She seems very spry for her age. She is behind the counter. What would you like to do?
Well, guys, do you think we'll be here long?
I'm
Or are we
feeling we're
just
going to be
passing
here a
through?
minute.
Where did Ariel? Did she just barge in and take a seat, or what is she doing?
She's
Yeah.
standing there with you all, surveying the
Oh.
room at this point. She's kind of looking around.
I'm gonna elbow a turtle. Hey, so I've got this little gremlin that ate all my gold. Do you mind maybe footing my bill for a bit or rooming or something?
I
I'm not
told
gonna be
you
able to
not to
afford this
take that
in.
stupid thing, but now I'm gonna pay for it. Okay,
He's so
that's.
cute.
Oh my lord. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Sarah and kind of eyeball Ariel suspicious and be like, well, she's not going anywhere, so I guess we just get comfortable, try to figure out what's going on in this city.
Well, are we sticking around here, or are we just passing through town?
Couple nights at least.
Yeah,
This city is very
How
let's
curious.
much
try
does
to get our.
Tersal explain to us what the constable told you?
Oh,
It's up to
right.
Tercel.
Yeah, no, I give you the 411 of the, the 3 months ago this started happening, the undead thing, or not undead, the people living despite, I
Death.
don't know, however you want to
Mm.
explain that.
Death took a holiday.
So,
Yeah,
quick question. When these people are getting these horrific accidents to them and they're hopping back up, are they still exhibiting the injuries?
Yes.
Or did the little girl is squished and still
No,
like up
no.
doing hot shots? Or
Her left arm is definitely shattered, and she definitely has, hoof marks on her chest where this horse had crushed her chest in. She's up and walking.
so they got like Beetlejuice-esque people walking around. That's gross.
Kind of.
yeah, I think we're gonna be here for a little bit. We got some work to do, my
I hate to
friend.
say it, but I don't think this is a day tripper.
Yeah.
All right. So I walk up to the lady and I say, we're gonna need some rooms. Ophelia, you can stay with us.
Oh, good. Thanks.
All right. So as you start to walk up to the counter to speak to the woman, you feel yourself get pushed aside, and a little bit of cold shiver sends through you as Ariel walks up to the counter. She looks at the old woman and says, "A woman just walked in here. Where'd she go?" The old lady looks up at Ariel. You can see just like color drain from her already pale body. She went that way. And Ariel starts to stomp off.
Maybe we should
Somebody
just
want to
follow
follow her?
Ariel. I will.
Somebody
volun-
follow, and somebody else get the rooms, and
I volunteer. I'm broke. I'm not getting nothing.
Ophelia
yeah,
can
that's your
sleep with
punishment.
us.
Is you get to
I'm
go.
gonna run. I'm running after Ariel. Wait.
All right, Sarah, you got control. You handle the rooms, then I guess. I'll
Yeah,
go
you
help.
pay me back for your room surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we'll figure out how much they are first.
Okay, so
But
who's
I'll take
going
a
after
single
Ariel?
gold coin and flip it Sarah's way, and
Ophelia
then
said
I'll
she's following Ariel.
run off after
And Tersal here.
Ophelia.
Okay. So
Ophelia
Tercel and
and Ariel.
Ophelia, you follow Ariel. She goes. The room is a rather large room. And at one end of it, there is a doorway, and you can tell it leads to a hallway. She goes down the hallway, and then you see she stops for a second and turns left and starts walking down. As you guys turn that corner and start following her, you notice that there are doors on either side, which is apparently like the rooms you will rent for the night. She seems to be looking, but she cannot figure out which room this woman went in. So after a couple seconds, she turns around and starts walking back towards you guys, heading back towards the front counter. During this time, Sarah, what are you doing?
I'm talking to the lady
All right.
about getting a few rooms.
How many rooms would you like, my dear?
I think 3 will be sufficient.
Three. Okay.
Ophelia, Negan, and I in one. You're solid.
And how many nights will you take?
Oh, I don't know when it's gonna be. Let's say for a week.
7 days. Let's see. How about 30 copper
For each room or for all?
altogether?
Sounds good.
All right. So you pay 30 copper. She gives you 3 keys and tells you that your room numbers are 5, 9, and 12.
Okay.
Hmm.
I take keys. Like, does this include like a complimentary breakfast?
She kind of turns. She goes, "No, dear. I do make a fine dinner. We will be serving it in about an hour. Um, costs about 2 copper a person."
All right. For dinner. You said a half hour?
About half hour to an hour is usually when we start serving.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And at this point, as you finish paying and getting that info, you see Ariel walk back through the door, and she starts just purposely walking right towards the woman. I mean, you can just see she's walking with determination.
I hand her a key.
She walks past you, doesn't even acknowledge the key. Which room is she in?
You too, Ariel.
The old lady looks up again, the color drained from her. Room 7. Ariel turns and marches back down to the hallway and goes to room 7 and knocks on the door.
I'm still following her.
Guys
This
are like-
is gonna be bad.
All right, so where you two are still behind Ariel?
I'll look at Sarah and be like, I have no fucking idea.
You
But
be
yeah,
like a
I'll
key to
keep.
your room.
Oh, thank you.
10 copper.
10 copper. Well, I flip you a gold, so
Never mind a Deacon's dinner. We're good.
I wouldn't even tell him how much it cost.
Yeah, he gave you a gold piece. I mean,
yeah,
Pack
yeah.
at that gold. I don't need to know.
I'm sure we'll figure it out later. I don't know. And then I'm gonna march after Ophelia and Ariel.
all right. What are you doing at this point then, Sarah?
I'm gonna go find a seat in the room. Sure, dinner will be served shortly.
All right. So yeah, you sit there's several long tables that fit about 8 people. You find one that is completely empty and you sit down. Deacon sits next to you at the end of the table there. As you two approach Ariel and the door shut, the door opens slowly, and you see a woman standing there. She has like auburnish red hair, and you can see that though she's very young, like late 20s, early 30s, she looks ancient. Like something about her looks like it is eating her away. The moment she opens the door and sees Ariel, a smile goes across her face, and she's like, "Sister, what are you doing
Oh, great. Sister? You have
here?"
a sister?
Ariel goes, "What are you doing here?" And at this point, they embrace and hug each other. Sorry, the new neighbor's chasing his dog outside. His dog got out. Um, they embrace each other, and then they walk into the room. The door's still open if you two wish to follow.
Yes. I'm gonna poke my head in first and be
I'd
like,
give a light knock. Be like, Ariel, are we cool? You doing okay in there?
Ariel just nods to you. Ever the one for conversation.
Right.
"Hmm."
Well, not wanting to get punched again, Tersel's not going to go into that room. He's just going to be like, all right, cool. I'm going back to the bar, and he'll leave.
All right. Ophelia, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be a fly on the wall and be like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you had a sister."
All right. Roll a perception check as you walk in the room, Ophelia. Tercel, you return to the area. You see Sarah's found a table. You sit next to her. Sarah
8.
forms you of dinner and all of that. 8 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you walk into the room kind of sheepishly, you're looking around, you notice that there is a set of like very fine adventurer's armor. It is a nice light armor and a sword laid on the bed. You see that there are books and papers everywhere. You also notice that on the ground there are tissues that have blood in them.
Snotty tissues.
Without inspecting them closely, you just see that there's tissues with blood.
Okay.
By tissues, I mean like rag handkerchiefing looking things.
Yep. Yeah. I figured.
There ain't really like tissue paper in this era, so.
Yeah. I figured like either a bandage type material or the square.
No, it's more of
traditional
like a handkerchief kind of,
Okay.
yeah.
Something proper people would call it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So while you two are sitting at the table, you guys notice that a few more people start wandering in, and you notice that there are people with various wounds that they shouldn't be walking around with, just going about their daily life. Um,
I tell Tercel, I have a feeling when whatever spell is cast on this town, that there's going to be a lot of people dropping.
Well, good news is we're in the right place. I think I think that portal dropped us off where we needed to be. We just got to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
so at this time, Ariel, Ophelia, and Ariel's sister all appear in the doorway and come and join you guys at the table. Ariel looks to you all and says, friends, I would like you to meet my little sister, Sandra.
Little sister. Aw.
Oh,
Cassandra?
No, Sandra.
Oh, just Sandra.
Just Sandra. Cool.
hello, Sandra. Do you know what's going on with this town?
Well, hold on. As she sits down, I want the Tercel and you to roll a perception check. Also. And Tercel, you get an advantage because you have cleric and medicine.
Oh, nice.
Dirty 20.
I rolled 2 19s. That's wild. So 19 perception, 23.
Yeah, both of you notice as she sits down. Again, she seems like she was a very young woman, but there's something very wrong with her. There is definitely, she has some form of medical condition that is ailing her.
Do I feel
So, like,
different with the rest
her
of the
physical presentation, is she moving okay? Is she...
Yeah, she seems to be walking normal, but you can just tell that it seems like, just like the other people in this inn who have been injured and keep moving, she herself seems to be injured, but in a way you can't tell. So as they sit, and she kind of looks around at you all, and she goes, I can sense that you all can sense that something is wrong.
with the whole town?
Not just the whole town, but with everything.
Everything.
There is a death
Uh-huh.
curse in this town. It is a wasting disease that will slowly kill anyone who has ever been raised from the dead. And it prevents anyone who has died from ever being raised again.
Oh no.
It's like, I have come here to find the artifact that is causing this and put an end to it. Unfortunately, as I have also been raised from the dead once before, I am slowly wasting away. She begins to tell you guys about the Soulmonger. It's an artifact that she is looking for and wants to destroy. During her conversation of this, she does mention Asarak as being the person in possession of it.
And that was the Lich's name, just for the record.
Yes, you are correct.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So this conversation goes on for about an hour or so. You guys can ask questions and stuff if you want to. Dinner is being served during this.
And we have a direct thought that the Lich is either captured the queen or do we think the Lich has the queen? Right.
How do I do this in real world? Because you guys,
or like, what does Ariel think? I guess it'd probably
here.
be.
How about this?
Probably be the first one to.
I will jog your memory as players real quick. So at the very end of the first chapter, when you guys were on the rooftop, the Lich was there. He's the one who cast the spell that killed the queen, severing her soul from her body and destroying half of Ariel's body. Yeah. You guys fought off his right-hand woman, the demon lady. But he was there in spectral form. So you guys as characters, you guys do know who you're after. You guys would know this because he's been there. He was the one who caused all of this.
We're after the queen's soul.
Yes, you're trying to get the queen's soul back to reunite it.
So yeah, assuming Ariel doesn't speak up and catch Sandra up to speed to what we're doing, Tercel will give his interpretation of it. Explain why we're here.
As you know, Ariel's placed things very close to her chest, so she's just kind of been sitting there listening to her sister. You do notice that the human side of her face portrays no emotion, no concern, nothing over anything that's going on. She's just Ariel, stone cold Ariel, even with her sister.
So yeah, I think we're all in the same boat here. I think we all need to get together and find this artifact, find our Lich, and make things right again.
So as you all kind of agree on that, and you finish your dinner, you all feel very tired all of a sudden. You make your way to your rooms, barely able to get in the door before you all black out.
No.
And that's where we're going to end today. As you all
made it to the rooms.
As you all barely. But that is where you all are going to end today.
Oh boy.
God damn. I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. It's really bad. I can feel it.
Yeah. All right. Well, a huge thank you to everyone who joined us today. I'm going to go into there and see if I can rate us out to someone real quick, and then we'll finish up with you guys on Discord after the stream ends. We should be back next weekend, but like I said, in 2 weeks, it will be questionable because there will be Gen Con, and we will be coming back late Saturday night into Sunday morning, so I don't know if we're going to be able to. And then later on, we still have to figure out if we're going to try to do an in-person one when we all meet up at the Steampunk Convention. Because, we could bring a simple system where there would just be laptops and some cameras. I mean, but we'll figure that one out. But anyways, I'm going to go see if we can't raid out. I'll put us on our break screen real quick while I do that.
Bye, everyone.
We'll be back to finish talking up with Discord real quick.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Oh shit. Cool.
Let them know we're rating Axial Map.
It says rating axial map. It's 8 viewers.
Yay.
Here we go.
And we're here. Oh, I love his hair.
It also got diagnosed.
Oh.
I just have a lot of vision problems. Okay.
Shit.
Out of his eyes.
Mm-hmm. I'm afraid with the kitties.
He was on the Achievement Hunter.
Hmm. I've never played Stardew Valley, not gonna lie.
Ever played it?
No.